As I walked into the dimly lit cabin, I couldn't shake off the feeling that we were being watched. The group of friends and I had arrived just hours before, eager to spend a weekend in the woods, away from the city and its distractions. We had all been friends since college, and this trip was supposed to be a chance for us to reconnect and have some fun. As we gathered around the fireplace, Emily pulled out a worn-out bottle of whiskey and a deck of cards. "Truth or dare," she said, her eyes gleaming with mischief. We all exchanged nervous glances, but it was too late. The game had begun. The first few rounds were innocuous enough. We took turns choosing truth or dare, and the challenges were laughable. But as the night wore on and the whiskey flowed, the dares started to get more and more reckless. It was during one of these dares that Sarah ended up outside, crawling through the darkness on her hands and knees, trying to find a rock that Emily had hidden somewhere in the woods. As she stumbled back into the cabin, her eyes were wild with fear. "I found it," she panted, holding up a small rock. "But I saw something that wasn't there before." We all laughed it off, thinking she was just spooked from being outside in the dark. But as we continued to play, I started to notice that things were off. The wind outside seemed to be picking up, and the shadows on the walls seemed to be moving of their own accord. It wasn't until it was my turn that I realized something was seriously wrong. "Truth or dare?" Emily asked, her eyes glinting with a malevolent spark. I hesitated, feeling a chill run down my spine. "Dare," I said, trying to sound braver than I felt. Emily smiled, a cold, cruel smile. "I dare you to go upstairs and open the closet door," she said, her voice dripping with malice. I felt a surge of fear, but I didn't want to back down. I didn't want to give Emily the satisfaction of seeing me chicken out. So I got up, my heart pounding in my chest, and started to make my way upstairs. As I reached the top of the stairs, I heard a faint whispering in my ear. It was a soft, raspy voice, and it seemed to be coming from all around me. "Don't do it," it whispered. "Don't open the door." I spun around, but there was no one there. I turned back to the closet, my hand reaching out to grab the doorknob, and that's when I saw it, a piece of paper taped to the door, with a message scrawled on it in red ink. "I've been waiting for you." Suddenly, the lights in the cabin flickered and died, plunging us into darkness. The whispering grew louder, more urgent, and I felt a presence closing in around me. I tried to scream, but my voice was frozen in my throat. And then, everything went black. When I came to, I was lying on the floor, my head throbbing with pain. The others were stirring around me, groggy and disoriented. But as I looked around, I realized that something was terribly wrong.